Myanmar is currently under martial law, which has turned deadly for protesters. While the country is mostly Buddhist, church militant William Mahoney looks into recent Catholic involvement.
Myanmar's Catholic nuns, seminarians, and lay people are joining protests that have resulted in casualties. Protesting military control, almost 1,000 Catholics, mostly young people, marched in the streets of Mandalay on Saturday and Yangon on Sunday.
The military wants to stop us from coming out on the streets, so they strongly respond to us. We, the people, won't accept their unfair oppression, and we will continue to fight.
The nation's military declared a one-year state of emergency at the start of February, saying the country's recent election was riddled with fraud. The military claims Aung San Suu Kyi's party did not win. She was taken into custody while the internet was shut down, flights were suspended, and a curfew was imposed. Since protests erupted and have been ongoing for roughly 3 weeks now, protesters have been killed and others injured. The first death, a 20-year-old woman who was shot in the head. More have been killed, and the military is warning it will intensify its crackdown if people don't clear the streets, a warning Leong Wai-kit, Myanmar correspondent for Channel News Asia, says is not an empty threat.
There's nothing to read between the lines about this. Warning is as explicit as it can be. There will be loss of lives if people continue to push for this movement.
Cardinal Charles Bo of Yangon preached in a homily on Sunday, quote, "This is a time for prayer. This is a time for fasting. This is a time for conversion for all of us in this country." The country's Conference of Bishops released a statement the same day, quote, "We Catholic bishops send this appeal especially to those in power, pleading restraint in the streets and a return to dialogue." Under Suu Kyi's leadership, Myanmar's economic situation had improved for many.
Which means reconciliation.
But she is not without critics. Alexander Soros posted in 2017 a picture of himself, his father George Soros, and Suu Kyi, to which one person expressed disappointment that Alexander didn't address the genocide of the Rohingya people. The woman whose hand you shake is complicit in the ethnic cleansing in Myanmar.
Launched simultaneous attacks on 3 police posts.
At the time, former international supporters claimed Suu Kyi did nothing to stop the rape, murder, and other military atrocities against the mostly Muslim Rohingya people. The United States and Europe strongly condemn the military's actions in Myanmar, while China, as usual, remains neutral. Meanwhile, in addition to joining the protests, Myanmar nuns are holding prayer meetings for peace. William Mahoney, Church Militant Evening News, Detroit.
Pope Francis has expressed solidarity with the people of Myanmar and called for the release of leaders, including Suu Kyi.